Sharif D. King, TV King, Sharif Flex Kartel.
What's up, bro?
How you, man?
I'm good, man. Thank you for having me.
Of course, my pleasure, man. Outside of Flex Kartel, you're Maria's son.
Yes.
Who is that?
My mother, my beautiful mother. I love her so much. Gave me and my twin brother life. So yeah, she made everything happen for me. I appreciate her so much. She means the world.
And why do you talk in like third person, wanting the world to know about Maria's son more than Flex Kartel? Who is that person when you describe Maria's son?
It's the person that had to go through all these trials and tribulations under like a single mom, growing up in a single mom household where she's basically playing mom and pop. And I mean, I'm pretty sure that's hard for any woman. So this is what was created off of Maria's son. So I'm Maria's son. I still love my father, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Maria's son.
Dope, dope. Let's back up a little bit to 2018. That's the first project, yes?
Yeah.
When did you realize that music was important to you? Was it 2018? Is that why you named it 2018?
No, I named it 218 because that's me and my twin brother's birthday.
Okay.
Basically, is February 18th.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I hinted at 2018 thinking that it's a big year,
Yeah.
and it dropped 2018.
Yeah. Damn.
See that? Just a connection there.
I forgot that it dropped in 2018, honestly.
Major. Talk to me about what it was like doing music at that time, just getting started with music.
It was definitely like new. It was exciting trying to go to different places. That's when I really started moving around and doing shows and being like, okay, getting a hang for what was going on in DC. We were traveling down to New York, doing SOBs and stuff like that, and I was like, all right, cool, man. This is something I could really see myself doing.
What was the difference between being in DC doing music and then going to New York City SOBs? SOBs is a tough crowd.
Yeah, they were tough. I mean, they gave more vibe than some of the shows that I have had in DC, but DC definitely shows love. I mean, I feel like when I went there, the crowd was like, the entertainment value in New York is already so high, so when they come, the shows are more natural for them. So they were like a little bit more turned.
Got you.
Yeah.
And I feel like you learned yourself early on, like after the first project, you drop another project called Rare.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big statement to name a project Rare. What's rare about you?
One of the rarest ones, man. Got the rarest bars, rarest flows, man, rarest songs. Y'all gonna hear this project. This project gonna be crazy. And we got the Rare Cartier clothing brand as well.
So, doing clothing, putting out fashion releases, and music, which one is your baby?
Both. I can't even, because I have to treat them equal. Ain't nobody a stepchild. I love both of them the same.
Got you. And is this a project that you're working on with your twin brother, or do you include him in the mix when you're doing things?
Yeah, he has his own records and stuff that he does too. This project I'm about to drop now is my solo project, but we got some more work coming soon.
Why not be a group though?
We got two different sounds and ways of thinking when it comes to music. But I mean, that's why when we do our solo thing and we come together, it's like even more special, I think.
What do you think is the big moment, the big memory, the big thing that's made you who you are today, what's brought you out as someone that's like, oh yeah, that's Flex Kartel?
That moment, probably, I don't know, I feel like it's like a day-by-day thing. I feel like day by day, I mean, somebody could not know me yesterday, and then they met me, and they're like, oh my gosh, and then they go to my music and be like, I didn't know all this stuff was going on, and there's a new fan or a new situation, so I don't think it's one situation. I just feel like every day I'm slowly but surely building on bigger aspects of it. Like,
and do you look at yourself like, I've made it to a New York City stage, I've been on New York City platforms, blogs, freestyles. Do you feel like you made it? Do you feel like success looks different now?
Yeah, I feel like as you go along as an artist, you always want more and more things. I remember probably before I would want to be as big as I am now, but I want to be even bigger. So, I mean, but the things that I've done, I'm very grateful for. All the fans, all the opportunities and freestyles and platforms I've been on, man. I love all that. Revolt TV, all on the radar, is dope stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, last night, I ran into you at, I want to say an industry event, but I'll say a networking event.
Yeah.
Just seeing in there, just moving around, hustling, moving around as if nobody knows you. kind of brought something different to mind when I was seeing you. It was like, this guy, he's intertwined in music and fashion, and he's established in something right, but he's still hungry. What keeps the hunger to even put yourself in those kinds of rooms?
My friends and family, I want to make sure that I'm able to like one day change lives. So you know what I'm saying? And it's a dream that I've had for a long time. So I mean, every day when I wake up, I always think about it. If I could think about it every single day, then I have to go get it.
Got you. Let's talk about the new music. I know you're moving around, working on new music. I know we spoke off the record. You were talking about working on a new video. Can we talk about that at all?
Yeah, we were just working on a video yesterday for a single got coming up called Aiden Ross. It's gonna be off of a new project, very fire, bars, lyrical. I think the world gonna love that one.
Are you collaborating with anybody in the DMV area, or strictly you?
On this new single?
On this new project?
Nah, just me.
Just you?
Yeah.
That is different from what we're seeing with artists these days. A lot of people is like, oh, I can benefit off the collaboration, I could benefit off the marketing, those kinds of things. What keeps it just you?
I mean, you gotta have the foundation for your fans that they just gonna have to have records that are just for you, just that you made for them or that are just by you. Because if you don't, then I mean, I feel like sometimes you do songs and you do features, you go to shows and you can't perform the whole song and things of that nature. So, I mean, and that, like I said, that foundation, you gotta have that foundation of just being able to stand by your own.
Top 5 artists that are giving you inspiration in the DMV area. Who are they?
Top 5 artists giving me inspiration. Marvin Gaye. Wale. I don't know if I got top 5. Probably got like a top 2. Like, you know what I'm saying? Johnny. I love R&B. I like Johnny Gill. I like DC, DMV, like old school R&B stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So, did you want to be a singer at first? Like, give me the rundown with that. What's
I just love R&B more. It speaks to my soul more. But I'm a rapper. I got some melodic songs, some singing songs. But like, I'm a rapper. I love R&B more though.
So, Marvin Gaye. Now you got to tell me what songs from the Marvin Gaye catalog has really brought you to a place where it's like that sound right there makes me want to be melodic.
Man, all of them. He's so versatile. Everything he did was different, and it's just like for him. I mean, what I've read and researched coming out of DC at that time. I mean, it's still hard now, but I feel like it was way harder. And him capitalizing and being able to touch those stages and Soul Train and stuff like that, I was like, damn, somebody coming from DC doing that, I could have a chance of doing big things on television and stuff too, you know?
I never envisioned you saying Marvin Gaye. It blew my mind just now, like you saying Marvin Gaye, which brings me to this.
Yeah.
You're a rapper,
Mm-hmm.
right? But is it disrespectful when people call you a rapper or artist, because you're looking at musicianship, you're looking at a person who's had a huge catalog where people today, he's long gone and people are still locking in with that kind of music. Is it disrespectful to you because of what you look after?
Nah, I mean, some people, they might not really know the difference. I feel like the artist, I'm an artist because I will paint a visual through my music and through my projects, but I mean, I can't fault them for the ignorance if they think it's just I'm a rapper or a situation like that because I make rap music. That makes sense.
Gotcha. Let me take you back a little bit to a time when you was just at your hungriest level, you wanted to get in the game. What would you say is the craziest thing you've done to establish yourself as the entrepreneur, the rapper, the fashion designer that you are?
Craziest thing that I've done, let me think. Done a lot of crazy things. I mean, I was in the road with Dre and Mir from here, Raheem Devon and them, and it was my first time going out to New York with them. I was just trying to get in the mix. They was bringing me up to BT, and they had like the merch boxes, and I was just carrying the merch. It was like 6 boxes high, and I was just carrying them through New York. And they was like, "Come on, it's new. It's not like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like a little haze and shit." And I was just like, I felt like that was a little crazy, but I mean, I wanted it so bad. I didn't care. I just wanted to be there. It didn't matter to me.
Did it humble you in any way to be like, you know what, looking back in hindsight, I really carry boxes for someone else, and looking back at them now, I appreciate that so much more? Is it like, yo, I did that, I'm done with it? Let's move forward.
No, definitely, I still appreciate it though. I got to meet Brandy that day. I got to meet Rocky Fresh, Busta Rhymes. It was a couple of people I got to meet that day, so I thought it was still a good vibe. You know what I'm saying? You can't get no hard work. You don't get to reap the benefits of hard work without putting it in, you know?
Glad you say that.
Yeah.
What's harder, being an artist or being an entrepreneur? You're indie, right?
Yeah.
What's harder?
I think they might just be equal. They're gonna have to be equal. It might be neck and neck because you being an artist, like you gotta do all the different things. You gotta do all the social media platforms, make sure you're posting, make sure you're making content, make sure you're making songs, make sure you're doing videos and all this stuff. And an entrepreneur, you have to make sure your LLC is right, make sure your business and your taxes is in order, make sure your business plans and everything is ordered. I feel like it's the same kind of like structure, and I feel like they both are like neck and neck.
Do you think about collaboration and is it hard to like decide whether or not you want to do business with someone because of how hard you worked on your product, on your brand? Is it hard to collaborate at all?
No, not really, but sometimes I have gotten a song where I'd be like, okay, I would like to do a song with this artist, but the song that they sent me probably wasn't the vibe that I would really want to go for, so it probably was harder for me to do that song, or I probably didn't end up doing it.
That's respectable.
Yeah.
That's respectable. 50 years of hip hop this year, we're celebrating that. There's so many different elements to talk about, right? Graffiti, DJing, you have the rappers, break dancing. If you could pick an element that stands out to you, that's been the thing that you've held on to with hip hop, what would it be?
The freestyling. I love that freestyle. I wish I was like old enough to go back and see when they was in New York, and it's like on the corners, just like freestyling, rapping, and Biggie and them was doing that. I feel like that's so raw. I mean, they don't do it, people ain't doing that now, but I love that. I mean, they got the different elements of it on podcasts and different situations, but freestyling is always gonna be it for me.
So do you incorporate that in terms of freestyling when it's like, oh, I'm going to On the Radar, I'm gonna do this freestyle? Is it freestyle meaning it's a freestyle, or is it like I'm going off the dome and just making this what it is right here, right now? Is that something that you incorporate then, or is it like, you know what, I'm just here, you call it what you want?
It's a mixture of both, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'll vibe with the beat, I might have something I might have been thinking about or working on probably, and then I'll try, and then I'll mix it in with new bars and situations, so you know what I'm saying? Still creating a freestyle flow or form.
Have you been in a freestyle battle or just maybe like a freestyle cypher with other D&B artists recently?
No ciphers.
Not ciphers. You don't.
Never. I mean, we could do it. I got bars for everybody, so we could do the cipher.
Enough to share.
Yeah, it's
I like that energy. I like that energy, man. Yeah. Tell me some goals that you have for 2024. We're not talking about 2023. It's spoken for already. You're working hard. It's done. What are we doing in 2024?
Touring, dropping more projects, and we was working on some film stuff this year, so next year you're gonna definitely see some film stuff.
So there's an actor in you?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so that doesn't mean you're gonna go bow wow on us and put things down.
No. We got the bars coming all the time. I just definitely love like the big screen. I always looked at TV and just looked at acting and loved the craft of it too, so I wanted to do something I wanted to jump into. Got you.
Is there a certain goal in terms of being an artist, a musician? You want to reach a certain height, 5 albums, 10 albums. I mean, the Source is not around to give you 5 mics no more like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still there, but it's not the same, right? I think I got a lot of respect for the Source and what they've done for the culture, but I mean, you might have a different goal being an artist in this day and age. What's the goal?
My biggest goal is just to change my family life with this. I mean, I want to do the biggest things, go in front of the biggest stage, the biggest crowds. I've already toured the world with Wale, so I've seen a lot of the world, but I want to change lives. That's my biggest thing for real.
What's the first thing that you've learned, or the biggest thing you've learned from Wale on tour?
If you act like you're supposed to be there, or you act like something belongs to you, man, they're gonna believe you. So I mean, you can have the confidence and walk with that confidence, like you owning it, and then people will follow behind that.
Let me ask you this: why not sign to Wale? I mean, having that relationship, being on tour, being from the same area, why not sign to him?
I mean, we work together. You know what I'm saying? That's my family. That's bro. We just got a lot of different opportunities coming. I mean, it's not to say that it could never happen, but we definitely got, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of different pieces that are moving around and we just got some different things on the table. So you know.
All right. When can we get a new project? Give us a date, time, title.
I can't give you the title. It's about to be coming up. I can't give you the date neither, but it's the time. Within just, I'm gonna give you just like look for like in 60 days.
60 days. Can we get a feature or something? Can we know like a feature or something?
I got a single that's about to come dropping with Big Flock and 3 Black called A Lotta. So that's a DMV collab. So there's gonna be some fire stuff.
Major, man. Well, I appreciate you stopping through.
For sure.
A pleasure.
No, I appreciate you having me.
Yeah, man. Let them know your socials, where to find you.
Flex Kartel. Follow me on all social medias at Flex Kartel. That's Kartel with a K, Kartel, man. And follow all my social streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, and go download all my music and run me up, run them numbers up.
And it's on. Sharif D. King TV, King Sharif. My God. Flex Kartel. Maria's son.
Yeah.